nice jam.
Boy, phenomenal decision-making from the young guard, Spencer Dinwiddie. Nicely done. Putting it on time and on target.
Now, here is Young. He had a 30-point outing their last game against Utah. Here's Herter. Off target from outside. To the paint. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Well, Jared Allen has length and athleticism, and that's an easy opportunity. Wow.
And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. They trail by 1. Reddish the pass to Labissiere. And Labissiere throws it down.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Well, you love it when you can get off to a fast start offensively. You hate it, though, when your opponent does the same.
Timeout called. The Nets. They beat the Hawks during their last encounter. Doris, great scoring is often reliant upon great footwork. And we hear coaches, don't we, talk about that all the time?
We really do, Kev. You look at a guy like Kyrie Irving, who at the point guard position is one of the great scorers. He's a clutch shooter. He doesn't go to the free throw line a lot, and it's because he's so elusive. Can finish left and right, puts a lot of English on his shots. DeMar DeRozan gets separation with incredible footwork, and maybe the best in the league right now in terms of his footwork. That tap dancing James Harden, which is just nearly impossible to check.
I love those names, and you're so right. And it's fun to watch. What a skill. Irving and LeVert are at the 1 and 2. Then it's Jordan, and it's Durant. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now here's Durant. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Spurs in San Antonio. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. Already a lot of talk about who's going to take part in the three-point contest this season, and here's a look at the players most likely to make it.
And so many great shooters in the NBA these days, and these guys, quite frankly, the best of the best. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a scoring record broken in this year's competition.
Well, you look at Young. He's going to need to leapfrog quite a few great shooters if he's going to be a part of the three-point festivities in All-Star Weekend. But, maybe he can do it.
I mean, anything's possible, especially if he has a few big games from beyond the arc before All-Star Weekend. That'd give him a nice bump in the voting.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase this year. Some incredible shooters, that's for certain. We'll keep you updated as we find out more.
Yeah, I think we're in for a real treat. I think the increased importance of the three-point shot in today's game has really shined a light on the talent, precision, and really the wow factor of how these guys can drill the long ball.
Here's Herter. 7 points in the game. Here's Bembry. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Now LeVert. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Jordan with it, and guarded by Capella. Jordan the pass to LeVert. Good on the shot.
Baskets like this demonstrate who Caris LeVert is. This guy is a fighter. Well, think back to Caris LeVert's career at Michigan. It was marred by 3 foot surgeries in just 22 months. And obviously the medical red flags caused his draft stock to dip. But credit the Nets, who picked him up with the 20th pick back in 2016.
Here's Herter. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Collins, good.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Irving kicks to LeVert. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Collins.
No clue how he got that one to fall.
For Brooklyn, they have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. And the ankle injury for LeVert last season, more of a freak accident.
Yeah, Kevin, you think about it, he comes down on top of another player. It ends up costing him 3 months. But even through these tough injuries, what we know, Caris LeVert has shown when healthy, he can be special.
Count that one. And now just a 2-point Hawks lead.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Herter passes to Bembry. The 9-foot shot. He squares up and sinks it. Bembry's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
And a strong finish with 2 hands.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Pass to Herter. Kicks it to Hunter. He feeds it to Collins. Hawks passing it around. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Outside, KD. Irving looking for an opening. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 29.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Bembry kicks to Collins. Lobbed up there for Collins and stolen by Jordan. Irving passes to LeVert. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Collins. As you and I were just talking about this, as more and more players are going public with their trade requests, do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attractive to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, when Trae Young was in college, he was known for his long-range shooting. But Young says, the people who know me best know that I'd rather get an assist than any other stat. I pride myself on making the right play. Knowing your teammates get joy and excitement from playing with you is all I care about. Kevin?
That's great to see. Thank you, D.A.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Nets trail by 4. To the middle. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
I tell you, he's making everything he looks at tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
Here's Bembry. He's got 12. And stolen by Jordan. There's 37 seconds left in the second quarter.
You love the leadership of Kyrie Irving from the lead guard position. Yes, he's looking to score, but he's adept at finding the open teammate.
To the inside, Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leaping ability more than those guys, and it serves him just fine, Kev.
A nice shot by LeVert. LeVert's got the game tied up here for Brooklyn.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here's Bembry. He's covered by Irving. And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And the layup's good off the glass. Irving's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets.
Well, talk about a one-man show. Irving makes a play with the defense and converts with his offense.
It's time now to go courts. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And the Hawks with possession here. A 2-point game. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. On the court for Atlanta, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young is out there with Bembry, and it's Capella in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Bembry misses. The Nets shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Here's Durant, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And at this point, there simply is no doubt that Kevin Durant is one of the great shooters to ever play the game. The only question is just where on the all-time list will he land when we talk about the unstoppable score.
Got that one up quick. Hunter's got 5 now.
You just can't leave anyone open around Young. He's very capable of spotting his uncovered teammates.
Outside Durant. And the layup is good. He's got 39. And with Durant, perhaps the most amazing part, he can have quiet nights, Greg, of 30-plus points.
Kevin, his scores are just so easy for him that you forget you aren't supposed to see 7-foot sharpshooters doing it. He can score from anywhere in any fashion and can hold his own with any player in history in terms of how unguardable he is.
Here's LeVert following the basket by Trae Young. Durant, no good.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
Hunter, no good. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. The lead is 2.
Boy, you can really see the playmaking evolving. When Karis LeVert is hitting wide-open teammates, it shows how special he can be.
Now, here is Young. 24 points for him. Off target with his 3. The pass to KD. And finished off by KD.
Well, the size and height of Kevin Durant makes him a prime threat to throw it down. You've got to keep him out of the paint.
Here's Young. And Jordan sends it back. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. So it's the Hawks now. They trail by 6.
And for the Nets, team dinners, you go to their practice facility, a beautiful rooftop space for team gatherings. Building chemistry is a focus for this franchise.
And that's not surprising, Greg, given that their front office is part of the San Antonio Spurs tree, so to speak. So staying connected as teammates, especially valuable in today's NBA. Love the culture here. Well, a point guard's responsibility in part in today's NBA, get their guys going. And Kyrie Irving doing just that.
Now, here is Young. He's as potent an offensive player as you're going to find in this league. He averages almost 30 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. It's blocked, and they get it back. That is good. And the Nets' lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Capella. Outside Durant. takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Bembry. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Bembry's got 14 points. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Irving passes to LeVert. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Boy, what wonderful vision. Kevin Durant with a picture-perfect pass. Woo-hoo.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Shots good from Young.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And he may not have gotten the same attention as some of the other picks back in the 2017 draft, Greg, but John Collins out of Wake Forest has been outstanding thus far in his career.
Really one of the league's best kept secrets. Tremendous athleticism, also great hands, and just has a knack for moving to the open spot around that rim.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Jared Allen's checked in for Jordan. Crawford comes in for Karis LeVert. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Irving. And it's sent back by Allen. Labissiere brings the double team. Lays it up off the glass. And it's an 8-point Brooklyn lead.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And there's the call. It's on Spencer Dinwiddie. That's his first foul.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there.
Young against Irving. Young passes to Bembry. 55 seconds left in the third. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. And now a chance to look here at the race for Rookie of the Year. Halfway through the season, these are the top rookies so far. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season, sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
This is just a special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
I'll tell you, it's one of the brightest starts to a career that I can remember. He's certainly well positioned for that award.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jordan inside. Capella covering. Collins with the block.
Pick up the pace, get the 2-for-1 here.
Well, you want efficiency and quality shots in this situation.
You know, showing he's able to finish on the drive, I really enjoy watching Young take that initiative and capitalize.
Here's Irving following the basket by Trae Young. 6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Lobbed up there for KD.
Well, the coach loves this kind of ball movement. Anytime you create something inside the free throw line, you know it's a good look.
Here's Young. Good D by Irving.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Back to the action after this word. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Now, Greg, he's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. LeVert and Durant out on the perimeter. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. The Hawks trail by 4. Here's Young. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Young's got 30 points.
An effective multi-dimensional scorer. Young is incredible at turning on the Jets when he's feeling.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. Here's what the Hawks have lined up on their schedule. On Monday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Cleveland Cavaliers. And then on Friday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks.
And that one against the Bulls, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Shots good from Young.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Just over a minute played here in the fourth, and the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him. That's on Clint Capella. And here's Young. They double him with Jordan. Down low, here's Collins, and it's blocked by Jordan.
Boy, the wingspan of DeAndre Jordan. This guy sends it back with a message.
Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And on the way from Irving for three. Rebound by the Hawks. Capella's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Bembry. LeVert defending. Baseline try. Bembry misses.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Nobody near Irving. Drops in the tray. And the Nets lead by 5.
Boy, the floor spacing that Kyrie Irving brings to the table is impressive. This guy can cash in from deep consistently.
Collins. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Kevin Durant. And the first one drops. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
And until their playoff run, the Brooklyn Nets weren't a team we thought of as a free agent destination. And Doris, you almost forget that they play in the biggest market in the country.
And Greg, who would have thought that in New York and Los Angeles, arguably the most competent franchises would be the Nets and the Clippers? These are 2 of the historically dilapidated teams, no longer content to play second fiddle in those major markets.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Well, that's about as high percentage as it gets for DJ. Go to work, big man.
Bembry the pass to Labissiere. He kicks to Collins. Passes to Young. A 3. A rebound by the Nets. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
Really, really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
The shot misses, and Brooklyn will come the other way. To the paint. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Well, you see the assertiveness inside from Kevin Durant. He is so good at finishing in different ways.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over.
Well, this guy, Kyrie Irving, just so reminiscent of his idol, Kobe Bryant. He is one of the cold-blooded scorers in the game, an absolute torture for a defender to guard.
The Hawks making a switch here. Hunter's checked in. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey guys, Lloyd Pierce talked with his team during that last time out. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Evan, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And the Nets with possession. They're on a 13-5 run. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
You know, they barely contributions. This lead has been built through his offense.
The Hawks trail by 9. And, Doris, for both Kyrie and Kobe, each had an urge to step out on his own, to put their fingerprints on a team.
No doubt, Kevin. For Kobe, it was Shaq. For Kyrie, it was LeBron. And think about last season. Kyrie actually called LeBron to apologize. But let's not kid ourselves, right? He is most comfortable in the starring role.
And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And that one misses. Doris, we've both been very public in our admiration for LeBron, the face of the league, for so many years. When he retires, and we're approaching that date, who do you think might step up and take his place as the face of the NBA?
Well, probably the most likely candidate is the new and reigning MVP, and that's Giannis Antetokounmpo, who is an absolute physical force. He's put on 50 pounds. He's getting more and more skilled. When he adds that three-point shot as a consistent weapon and gets to an in-between game, he will be impossible to guard. Kawhi Leonard, he is now sort of taking over as a multi-time winner of the Finals MVP, and certainly a player guys want to play with. So just a couple of possibilities there, Kev.
And the rejection by Collins. Here's Young. Pass to Bembry. Jordan with the block. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. Timeout called, the Nets. And with the fourth quarter push coming up here, the coach going over the game plan and these players rehydrating themselves with Gatorade, recharging their bodies, refocusing their minds, and getting that strategy down to close out the game. And there's the feed to Collins. 5 to shoot. There's Bembry. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Nets leading by 7. Irving with the ball. Collins grabs the miss. Collins has got 11 rebounds in the game. Hunter, no one around him. Those three-pointers off the mark.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Pass to Irving. A second chance effort. Jordan, it's good on the putback.
About the reach of DeAndre Jordan. That looked darn near impossible.
Here's Young. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the pass to Bembry. From 12 feet out. That one wide left.
I don't know if he's tired or what, but he is definitely holding back a little bit, and he has to step his game up right now.
Yes, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Now, here is Young. Now, Capella. Young outside. From 10 feet out. A putback, great positioning on the putback.
And all those second chance points have given them a boost here in the second half, and that's a great way to cut into the lead.
Passes it to Jordan. And Capella sends it back. Second shot opportunity. Atlanta with the rebound. Collins has got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Young for three. Buries it from three-point range. Young's got 40 points.
He is just self-willing his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Durant kicks to Irving. Inside. The dish now to KD. Bembry with the rebound. Bembry's got 5 rebounds tonight. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bembry's got 20.
And the fourth quarter just has not been kind. Only 1 bucket in 5 attempts.
LeVert in the corner. No good. They had a chance to end the run there.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
It's Young on the wing. From deep, Collins backs in, coming off the assist from Young. Young's got 5 assists tonight.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Pass to LeVert. The Nets working the ball around now. Pass to Irving. Got a piece of it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Collins with some nice D.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
And they have scraped and clawed to get back into this thing, just chipping away little by little and finally now taking the lead.
To the middle. It's tipped. And they double up Jordan. And KD the bucket on the assist by Jordan. Durant's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
Kevin Durant calmly steps into that shot with the game hanging in the balance. Love it.
Here's Young. A rebound by the Nets. They've led by as many as 11 points. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Boy, how about the finish by Kevin Durant? Just gets up with such ease.
And here's Atlanta. They're on a 13-4 run. Here's Young. Tips it, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got 10 points in just the second half.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Outside Jordan. Outside Irving. To the inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, easy call.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them the lead.
Yeah, that's a big miss right there. Now only a 1-point lead.
Atlanta's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. Young taking his time here. Hunter. No good on the triple. Brooklyn's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Money!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Now, here is Young. To the paint. Yes!
And you can feel the excitement in the building. Both of these teams pouring it on.
There's been a bit of a flurry here late, and this game may come down to which side gets a stop or 2.
Outside Jordan. Here's LeVert. Pocket 4. Young with the steal. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Bembry. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
And that trip coming up empty, missing both. And so it's Irving who brings it up for the Nets. It's a 1-point game.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2.
The thing that maybe puts me in awe more than any other skill is the way Kyrie Irving can change gears. This guy has a variety of ways to attack and keep defenses off balance.
Atlanta calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bembry kicks to Hunter. To the wing right side. From deep, Collins misses the tray. Out to the right wing. Misses the 3. Young for 3. Oh, he got it to go!
How about that?
And guys, that's one for the highlight reel. They needed a 3 to extend the game, and the young fella delivers.
And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. So Atlanta will get the first possession. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. The Hawks shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineup for us now in overtime. On the court right now for the Hawks. Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Bembry out there with Young. And it's Capella in at the center, filling out the middle.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
To the middle. And KD throws it down.
I'll tell you, Kevin Durant is hyped. He knows no one can stop him if the pass is perfect.
It's Young on the wing. LeVert defending. Here's Bembry. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
He doesn't get the second one.
And really, if not for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position. Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
6 on the shot clock. Inside, here's KD. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Young dishes to Collins. Dinwiddie against Young cans the 12-footer. Young's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This guy has been unstoppable. It has not mattered at all what the defense throws at him. He's had an answer.
Durant wide open. He fires. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. The Hawks leading. Overtime in full swing here. 2 minutes off the clock. There's the pass to Hunter. Knocked loose. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Well, DJ with the fearless opportunity, boy. What a shot.
Here's Bembry. Pass to Young. Again, what an avalanche.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Timeout called, the Nets. The Nets have gone 3 for 5 for their shot since we got started here in overtime. We're in OT here with just over 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Jordan. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. The Hawks shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. Young passes to Collins. And finished off by Collins.
Just great anticipation by Young. He just sees the play developing, knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball.
Down low, here's KD, and that's good. He passed to get it done. Durant's got 6 in the quarter.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it. Dinwiddie loves huge opportunities, and he delivers there.
Young with the ball. Defended by Dinwiddie. It's deflected, and so the ball out of bounds. Dinwiddie touched it last. And here's Collins from outside. The Nets have gotten off to a solid start in overtime on 5 of 8 shooting.
How about that? Such an instinctive offensive talent. Harris LeVert, natural under pressure.
Young against Dinwiddie. And Young, here we go. And again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. And it's Dinwiddie with the ball. Bringing it up now for the Brooklyn Nets. They've led by as many as 11 points. To the paint. Here's KD.
Kevin Durant, absolutely fearless. If the game's in the balance, he will demand the basketball.
Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 so far in their 3-point attempts in overtime. And yep, another basket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition.
Well, consistency is so critical, especially in clutch moments. This guy has got that gene.
Adds it up for Jordan, and another assist for him. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
Time called here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're down by 1. 41 seconds left in overtime. Here's Bembry. Offensive rebound. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
You're fighting to keep the possession.
The coach's challenge has been issued. A game like this, on the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And they go to the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
Pretty obvious Young believes in his ability. A fearless shooter who also does a good job at orchestrating the offense.
And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
Yeah, and luckily they've got terrific depth at that position. If there's one spot on the floor where they can afford to lose somebody, that would probably be it. You've got to figure those are the free throws that officially put this game out of reach.
Timeout called the Nets. They trail by 4. There's 10 seconds left to play in OT, and this battle continuing. Durant for 3. Got it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Well, the defense can only do so much. You try to make Kevin Durant uncomfortable, and even without any space, able to make the jumper.
It's the first, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
And the perfect time to be perfect at the line. Only a 3 can tie it now. And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And so it's the Hawks who come out on top. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably didn't anticipate that this one would be that close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke.
So what's the mood like in the locker room?
I mean, Ted, you know what? It's not great.
You were balling out there tonight, Che.
I mean, it always hurts to...
You guys ready to hammer out this deal?
Yeah, let's do it.
Fantastic.